Hello beautiful people, Carl here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial.com for short. And it is of course that time of the week. 5 releases you must check out this week. And we begin with a huge one. It's the Bay Area thrash metal icons Testament, who return with their 14th studio album Parabellum, out via Nuclear Blast Records. Taken from the Latin phrase, si vis pacem parabellum. If you want peace, prepare for war. Here's the thing. What do we actually want from a modern Testament record? And what we expect might be two very different things. And even though we might dream of a thrash banger that freshens up their sound, the cynical part of us might also expect nothing more than a rethread of old thrash glories. After all, Testament have solidified their icon status, and this is their 14th album. Who could blame them if they leaned back and didn't put too much effort in, right? Of course, I'm being hyperbolic, because that is not even close to what the legendary headbangers do. All our dreams and more come true here, where Testament deliver a raucous 10-track banger that takes a scathing look at the modern world, adding nihilistic punctuation, infusing creative twists to the thrash formula, but also turning back the clock for plenty of old school speed and heaviness. It is, without a shadow of a doubt, a huge Testament release, and another strong entry in a burgeoning catalogue of brilliant releases. Up next, we have the Canadian progressive metal band Omnivide, returning with their brand new EP Arise, out via Seek and Strike. Arise takes the listener on a bit of a roller coaster ride, showcasing talent and technical skill. It can feel like a lot to take in at first, especially across the opening tracks, but the experience improves with each listen. On repeat plays, you notice finer details you may have missed the first time round. Cleveland, Ohio modern doom metal outfit Frail have released their brand new and third full-length album Heretics and Lullabies via Napalm Records, taking the familiar gloom of doom and twisting it to be even more haunted. Frail's modern take on the style is powerful, least of all because of the unnerving vocals of Gwen Strang. She embodies the unique setup of the band, both from a visual and sonic perspective, creating a strong sense of mystery and intrigue. They're on the rise. That much should be clear to anyone paying attention to things at the moment. Expanding beyond the doom scene with a more accessible sound, a sound that kind of swirls around the mind, gets under the skin, and sinks deeply into the soul in an excitingly addictive way. If there's one thing about this album that surprises more than anything else, it's the fact that it's anthemic. Up next, we have Caustic Waves, the Glasgow-based melodic alternative rock and post-hardcore one-man band, who has released the album Echoes. Here, hitting a career high, Neil Thomas, aka Caustic Waves, delivers the best thing to come from the alternative artist to date. Not just because of its appealing and accessible alternative rock sound, because the excellence is consistent across the record. We are not talking 1 or 2 bangers here, we're talking an album full of them.
Certainly blindsided, just lay back down upon the bed of nails. Turn off the lights so I can see the pieces.
Finally, we have Sanguisugabog, the Ohio, USA death metal band who have released their brand new album Hideous Aftermath via Century Media Records. I think I did a pretty good job pronouncing that, right? Anyway, the band with the unpronounceable bloody name returns with a lust for blood, a thirst for violence, and an aptitude to deliver a cacophony of death metal ferocity with conviction. It is Hideous Aftermath, and it is a showcase of glorious, gory, and garish death metal. There you go, folks. That's our 5 releases we reckon you should be checking out this week. Of course, there are many, many more. This list is far from extensive. You got any your own recommendations or thoughts on what has been recommended here? You know what to do. Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.